Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our weekly Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Community Race. Today, we're going to have Claris.com, Human Mustard, Proa 007, and Amorietta racing for our enjoyment and theirs. I'm Dark Shadows 59, and I'll be announcing the action for you tonight, and Macobra 52 is on the restream side of things. So sorry we were a couple minutes late getting everything together, but it's all come together pretty nice, and we should have a countdown within a few moments. So once again, thank you everyone. Thank you all everyone for joining, and let's get this underway. So starting out, I see we've got some guesses for a World 5 start. Okay, Mew Mew fan. You were completely right with that. So it looks like we're starting off with a forced fireball fort here. And Claris and everyone but Human Mustard is going to find that star, so that's going to help out early. And get to the next power up without much of a problem, as long as the mushroom doesn't run away from everyone. Everyone making it through the first boom boom like a pushover. Now it's a blue fort, so we're going to have a lock destroyed in the clouds. Question is, how are we going to have to get there today? So we've already got a tank sighting here, and power-ups are flowing pretty freely if we've already got Feather. So everyone making up for those power-ups they lost in the first fort. Fire Brother, not much of a problem. And a Tanuki suit. That's going to be a nice quality of life early on. Now, question, what's in the pipe? We have a free warp to the other side. Oh, I thought we were going to end up in the sky already. And Proa has a hammer off these Hammer Bros. So a little bit of scouting here going to pay off big. And what's our other power-up? A P-Wing. So a couple really nice items off the start here. And now that I've kind of caught up with everyone here, so that one pipe leads to a 1 level difference to get to the airship. So I assume Human Mustard is in that level right now, as well as Pro 07. We had a Boss Bass, but not going to be impactful in this one. Boss Bass probably going to go hungry this stage, but we'll see coming up. Claris, that was a bit unnecessary. Claris wanting some fried fish. And of course, because Claris killed Boss Bass, he's going to continue to show up down here. So Boss Bass might get his revenge. And we have a Super Jump Roy over here on the first airship of the night. Get back down here. The mustard wants a piece of you. That seemed like a tanky Roy. Was that a 4-hit or a 5-hit? I lost count there. But Pro at 07 catching up a bit there. They're both on the same fall, so we got a race. Like, we got a race up top still. In fact, all four of them keeping pace with each other through this World 1. And Peach paying off with the hammer suit. We've already got our hammer suit for Bowser. So we have World 3 as our second world here, and auto-scrollers have been removed, so yeah, this is what happens when you get an auto-scroller that doesn't scroll. It becomes a lot faster. And we got a mandatory fort here, but it is not a fort. It is our super tank. Oh, that was slick from Human Mustard. The fireballs plus the jumps making quick work of that boom boom. And did not break the visible lock, so we may see later on what it might have done. And we've got a really quick cave here. P-speed strats for most of it. So far, we've still got 3 of our 4 runners within 1 level of each other, and we've got a beta stage over here. And Human Mustard's going to take advantage of that feather. Or leaf. This isn't Mario World. We don't have feathers. And Pro 07 getting a taste of that Hammer Brother there. And that Fire Bro tagged Human Mustard. They can be a bit of a pain to deal with. And we've got a cloud. So that'll be really nice for later. And we have another boss bass sighting from Human Mustard, but he's got to be a little bit higher to get a bite. Yeah, I don't think that boss bass can even reach except for maybe that bottom turn platform. Now we're getting some pipe checks here. What do we got? Human Mustard finds his way to the airship. It's a relatively short World 3. Proa 007 right on his heels. And we got Wendy. We have a Stompy Wendy. A 3-hit Stompy Wendy. Morietta's checking pipes. They will be onto the airship momentarily. And Claris is only one level and two Hammer Brothers behind the rest of our restreamed runners. Okay, so that boss pass was a bit higher up. Still didn't get a bite. Oh, there are so many flames right now, and they are not obeying the rules. Now, Human Mustard was able to get through that thwomp pretty nicely, so that's going to save him a bit of time. But Pro is going to be getting firepower for this. So between Human Mustard and Proa 007, Mustard's got a little bit of a time advantage, but Proa has got the power advantage. We'll see how well that plays out. And it looks like we will need that fort to build the bridge. And Mustard's in another level where the auto-scroller has been taken out and makes this level a lot simpler. And we've got a cloud for Proa there, and it's going to be used. So assuming Proa 007 doesn't die in this level, he'll take a slight lead over Human Mustard. And Moria is right there with our top two, and Claris.com making their way into World 4. Couple levels behind, but we've seen how this randomizer works. We know some of these pipe paths can be a bit of a pain. One hit wonder for this airship. So, we're about to be into our fourth world, and yeah, this has taken very little time at all. I know our timer isn't quite exact, but I'd still say this is within 15 minutes. And World 1 for World 4. Mandatory fort to build the bridge. Oh, it's World 8 fort. The Koopa Kids can take anywhere from 1 to 5 stomps. Proa going for the one cycle and gets it. Oh, and also for the question, how many stops are required? While the Koopa Kids require anywhere from 1 to 5, Boom Boom always requires 3. And Human Mustard just barely misses the one cycle, has to go back in. Or sorry, has to get the P-switch. However, because he's already small, he can just run right under, and there goes Boom Boom. And Amoria takes down their one-hit wonder, and Human Mustard is going froggy for this one? I could see how it could have worked. It's just a strategy you don't see very often. And another cloud coming into play for Proa 007. And on Human Mustard's side, we see the level that got skipped. I know this is a World 1 level. I just forget if it's one level earlier or if it's right on, if it's pure vanilla. Yeah, it's 1-6. Yeah, I think it is pure vanilla. And Proa, I believe that was a 3-hit there. So Proa's going to be advancing on to our 5th world. Morietta tried to bring the star through, but couldn't quite get it there. And we've got a desert world. We've got a fort, and it's locked right behind it. Okay, sorry, that was a 4-hit Koopa Kid. But there were no super jumps or stomps attached to it, so not too much of an issue. Oh, and here comes the Star Run level from World 7 for Proa 007. Now, it looks like this desert world is not going to give us an easy pass this time. We haven't seen a pipe yet. So, it looks like there's no free pass this time. And Proa getting through the Star Run just fine. Claire's going to try to bring that star, not going to succeed on it though. So, we have a boss bass in the desert. Sun-baked fish, anyone? Luckily, a fish in sand is not as fast as a Mario on land. Alright, so that pipe is... Oh, Pro is just going to use that... Is going to use that hammer to skip another level. That pipe would have led directly to the airship, but... If Pro's got the resources, it works. Oh, Hammer Brother sneaks up on Claris from behind, taking away that leaf. I blinked and missed that whole airship from Proa. Hammer is well spent though because Princess Peach giving him another hammer, and considering this level that Human Mustard's playing, I think that hammer might have been well spent. Did Human Mustard just skip that hammer, brother, by like just scrolling it? I have not seen that. That was pretty neat. And the pipe that Proa found, blocked by a lock and a bridge. I don't think we'll be seeing that one. Proa has just been swimming in hammers, though. Just got another one. Skip a couple stages, get tagged by a boomerang, get another star. That'd be worth it. Oh, Amoria. We have another boss bass line. Oh, wait. This is 2-1. Never mind. I saw the pipes and thought, oh, this is that World 7 pipe maze. Still have nightmares of that one. Now we got Proa on the Desert Fort. Once again, still using those hammers to good effect, just constantly skipping levels. Human Mustard has not been exploring Hammer Brothers that much, so you know, he's missing out on these clouds and hammers. And uses the hammer given from Peach there, so he might once again skip out on one of these hammers from the Hammer Brothers. Yeah, putting the Hammer Brothers to sleep, so yeah, he's definitely going to miss out on that. All right, so we've got two forts over here for Proa 007. One of them will unlock the bridge backwards. The other one, I don't think we've seen anything else that fort could affect, so it might be a bridge or a lock further on toward the airship. And we've got Claris.cam using their hammer to get through here, so... Oh, tried the duck jump on the boomerang, brother, but there's water there. So instead, just takes a swim. And if there was a bridge required later on for Proa 007, they chose correctly. We're on to the next airship. Also, I just realized World 6 is World 6, and World 7 is World 7. And we got 4 hits, and Proa's going to head on to World 7. As we've seen, Human Mustard has made the right call as well on which fort to take. Morietta also taking advantage of those hammers. So Pro has already found the path to the airship, but there's a bridge. So which fort do we take? The first one, Piranha Fort. It's in the right world too. That was a pretty clean first section of Piranha Fort. Oh, Claris.com taking a death to the Fire Bros there. And Human Mustard's going to make their way over to World 7. Proa 007 going to check and see if it was one fort and done, and it is not. So now it's the search for the fort. And Amorietta also picking the right fort here in World 6. So they'll be onto the airship momentarily. And Proa just found Pipe Island. But a path to another fort, so it's be time to take this fort down. Oh, the flames burning Amorietta. And we just had a suicidal Hammer Brother over on Proa 007 side. So our hand stages are leaves today. And hi, Boss Bass. Bye, Boss Bass. Human Mustard's going through the pipes over here. He found an island full of levels. So that is not interesting to him whatsoever. And we got the water fort for Proa. This should unlock the airship. So I have to imagine that he'll be making his way over to World 8 within the next few minutes. My question is, how many resources does he have left? He's been burning through clouds and hammers. Will he have any left if he needs them for World 8? Or will it be just go through everything? And Human Mustard getting caught with that earthquake there. So he loses his leaf, but he gets another one right back. And Proa finding the beta level we dub Atlantis. one of the beta levels that keeps its auto-scrolling, and one of the longer levels, one of the levels you would wish you would have a cloud for. And Amoria is going to bank on this fort, and unless it was a later lock, it turns out Piranha Fort most likely wasn't required. Claris.com is on their way through the World 6 airship, so it'll be on the same world as everyone else momentarily. See, definitely had a few twists and turns in it. Pro did not want to deal with that piranha. They had a music box left over, so skipping one more level. The 3-shot Ludwig. And Proa 007 will be the first of our featured runners to find Bowser's World. Right now, Human Mustard not far behind. They're going through Atlantis. And then there's going to be the Piranha Plant if he does not have a music box. And we had a vanilla, well, Bowser's message in its vanilla location. Oh, Morietta getting stunned by the hammer by the Sumo Brothers and just getting knocked out with the hammer. Oh, for a second there, I thought Pro was going to take a chance on the tanks there. And we got a pipe. Where's the pipe go? Not directly to Bowser. But we got the airships. We got the Air Armada. Human Mustard has Ludwig down. They'll be on their way to World 8 in a couple of moments. Claire is making their way through the red herring that is Piranha Fort. Morietta has the right fort. And Pro at 007 has found Bowser's Castle. Unfortunately, there is another river that we need a bridge for. I think one of the forts, or one of the Boom Booms, might have actually built one bridge already. And since we don't have Wolfman 2000 on comms, in the Navy. Okay, I don't know the whole song, but there we go. And the hand let Pro through the first time, but not this time. However, oh, not going to go for the clip. They're just going to go for a death. That's, huh. It's a bit odd. Oh, why clip through it when you can fly over it? We have P speed strash for human mustard. Navy built the bridge. We got a hammer suit. We have a star. We have Proa 007 on his way to Bowser. Gotta be careful of these waffles. Gotta be careful of the flames. Don't want to lose that hammer suit this late. Now, Morietta is through Atlantis. Just the Piranha Plant level, and then they'll be onto their World 7 airship. But Proa 007, just a couple of quick hammers, and Bowser is down. And excuse us, the timer, our timer did start a little bit late. So Proa 007 has finished in first place with an official SRL time of 36 minutes and 16 seconds. Meanwhile, Human Mustard takes a bomb to the face. Oh wow, Human Mustard getting the frog suit clip there. I actually haven't seen a frog suit clip yet. So definitely GG's for Proa though. Getting through a sub 40. I think that proves how good those clouds and hammer uses were during this scene. Is Boom Boom going to get killed by a frog? Boom Boom got killed by a frog. And we are joined by Proa 007. GG's, my friend.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Man, I gotta say, the hammer use and cloud use of that was spot on.
Yeah, that I thought I did really well with that tonight. Although I was, a little nervous in World 8 because I gambled and thought, okay, that tank in the corner is not the tank. Would have been really nice to have had a cloud for that spot, because what I would have done is I'd have skipped 8-2, gone straight to tanks if I was right. If I was wrong, I'd just taken an intentional death. So that was, but yeah, no, I thought I did really well overall.
Yeah, for most of the opening, it was between you and Human Mustard on the restream, and like Mustard would have a little bit of advantage over you, but he did not check a lot of the Hammer Brothers, so missed out on a lot of the clouds and hammers that you got, and just
Yeah.
the routing with that just shot you ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, and the way everything kind of set up was really kind of fortuitous, and I made a couple of good guesses, like in World 6, it was a 50-50 shot on uh, on the forts and the 6-9, 6-10 spots, so that went well, and then there were a few other things that just went really well for me, I thought.
Yeah, surprisingly, everyone made the same gamble on the World 6 fort
Hmm,
decision.
that's interesting. Let's see, Mustard didn't get his frog kill, unfortunately. Uh,
Yeah, jumping over the edge there to take the hammer suit kill now.
right. But no, I thought I played pretty well. Oh, I don't think I really made any like outright or egregious mistakes. So yeah, I was quite pleased with how that turned out, and it was about as fast for me as last week's. I think this week on Wednesdays, I think this one was about a minute slower for me. But and World 8 was the difference in that case.
Yeah, World 8, it's always a question of which gambles do you make, which for the most part, you like World 8 went pretty well, it looked like.
Yeah. Like Morietta's just found out, find, 8, the tanks.
Yeah, on World
Ooh,
7, Claris sliding off there and finding the lava.
yeah, there it is. So yeah, so Navy was the gatekeeper, or at least the final one.
Oh, in World 7, everyone fell for the Piranha Fort red herring.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Which it was right there. You can't blame anyone for gambling on that one.
right. I just, I forget how I went about it, but, ooh, yeah. Fourth try for a more.
Oh, and just a quick update on results. Ibuba 7 finished in second place with a 40 minutes and 8 seconds. Human Mustard did finish 41 minutes and 20 seconds with a comment of the bounce that Bowser does after he falls killed him. So apparently that
Oh,
was not intentional death.
yeah. Almost 4 minutes? Wow. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, you managed to get our only sub 40 minute this time.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. We've got some really good runners tonight. I mean, Mustard has won a couple of times. Ibuba was really close on Wednesday uh, from finishing first. So, no Mustard for interview. That's just okay, but while we wait for more, you mentioned, I gather, the tournament starting in 6 weeks. So, but yeah, this was a Wolfman 2000 production with this seed. So
It looked like a decent seed. It like you all played it decently fast, and we had a fair amount of boss passes too.
Yeah, and no, like really horrible levels. Atlantis wasn't great. At the end of World 7, just kind of sitting there between that and the Piranha, but so GG to Morietta.
Morietta finishing in 4th with a time of 44 minutes and 25 seconds.
That's a good time for her. I know that's right around her average, I think. That's a really good time for her. All right.
And for those of you wondering about the tournament, Proa been nice enough to link it into the chat for us.
Yeah, so yeah, all are welcome to join if you haven't already. We have 42 registrants as of today. Hoping to get plenty more between now and I don't remember when the registration ends. Registration ends on January 27th, and group play starts the day after that on January 28th. So, you know, it should be a good time. In addition to runners, we're also looking for commentators who know the game or are passionate and looking to, you know, flex that muscle as well. It'll be on Speed Gaming and Randomania this tournament. So, hope to see you all there in the coming weeks.
Yeah, for those of you that are on the fence, y'all really should join up and try it. So I will say, running a seed and racing a seed, it's two completely different experiences.
Yeah.
And Pro has said we've got 40 plus participants already.
Yeah. A lot of familiar faces, but several new ones as well. Yeah, definitely some new faces in the crowd, and people who ran in last year's tournament are back, and some people who joined in between, like people actually like our restreamer Macober. He wasn't in the tournament, but he joined up soon after and has made quite a presence for himself since. God.
There's nothing quite like the rush of a one-on-one race.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something.
And we have Claris.com finishing in 5th place with a time of 46 minutes and 46 seconds. We still have a couple runners left.
Yeah.
So,
Diesel and Garion are still running. Diesel on Wednesday, he had a great time. He was, I think, 35 something. He just flew through that seed.
I think that just goes to show how some of these seeds can throw you for a loop no matter how good of a runner you are.
Absolutely. Hey, Amor.
Hello.
GG.
Thank you.
So, how'd you feel about that one?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad. I hate World 8 with a passion.
We all do. Yeah. That was that I was probably fortunate, but even I found it like too many twists and turns. Yeah. That tank in the corner at the start of World 8, I was sweating bullets about that one until I got to the other tanks.
I did some unnecessary stuff, but I got through it.
Yeah. No, I thought.
Well, if it would ended up being necessary, though, it would have felt pretty nice, though. So you make the gambles where you think they pay off. Sometimes they pay, sometimes they don't.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I guess the way it goes. Hey, Claris.
What's up?
So, what do you think of tonight's little Wolfman production?
It was okay. I mean, 8 was 8. I should have done better after 3. And then, of course, get lucky me going the 4th time. And then I decided to go in big. And yeah.
Right. Yeah. I was a little nervous in World 3 because it was 5 forced levels in a row, and you think, oh boy, what can they throw at us this time? Couldn't do the double hammer trick, which is favorite of mine for that world if it's possible. But I only had one hammer, so can't do that. Can't do that.
The hammers were useful though. I think I used a couple of them on the rocks.
Yeah, same.
Made 6 a whole lot easier.
Yeah. And I used one in World 2 and then the other one in World 6, and I think that was it.
Yeah, I same. I used a hammer in World 2. I used 2 in World 6 to skip 2 levels.
Oh yeah.
So.
And I used my cloud, I think, in I don't remember, but I wish I had saved it for the stupid auto scroller, the swimming one.
Yeah.
But of course we didn't know that it would be there, so
Yeah, that was kind of my thinking too. Like, ooh, I was like, why didn't I use it? Save it for Atlantis. But I'm in the same boat as you, Amor. I used my cloud. I know I used one at the end of World 1.
I think I only had one.
I picked up a couple.
Mm.
I know I used one in World 1 to get a forced encounter with a hammer bro. Then I think I used another one somewhere. Can't remember.
Well, I have a tendency to not use my clouds because I want to save them, and then I end up not using them at all. So I figured I should just use it, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a calculated risk more than anything with those clouds. Like sometimes you get really lucky and you actually pick the right ones, and sometimes you're skipping hand stages.
But overall, I think it was a pretty good seed.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's fun to watch, that's for sure.
I liked that, like World 5 wasn't nearly as awful as it could have been with these flags, because that blue fort is somewhere, especially on the other side of the island.
Yeah, I saw that setup when that world started, and I was like, oh, what if I get lost? What if everyone else takes the right pipe and I don't, But then it didn't break. What did it do? Like
it just breaks.
Oh,
it breaks the lock. Yeah,
it's blue fort. Blue fort's automatically going to break the lock, and the tan-colored fort is going to build the bridge.
Right.
And it's nice. It was nice the top half placement, because it could have been in its vanilla spot, or it could have been over on the bottom right corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was vanilla fort too, wasn't it? That was 5F2 let us off.
Yeah.
World 6 and 7 as well were vanilla.
You're right.
Their placement, right?
Yeah, 6 was 6, 7 was 7.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. And 4 was 4, I believe.
Plenty of vanilla airships too.
3 or 4 of those, yeah. Diesel just finished, so that's 6 down, 1 to go. But yeah.
Wait, who was oh, okay, I see.
S Diesel, yeah.
Oh, I was asking who was left, but
I think Gary, Garyans.
Yeah, Gary on Old Wolf.
Yeah. He's relative newcomer to the races, but he's clocked a couple of top 5 finishes, I believe. He's had a couple of really good runs. All right, well, Well, thanks to Macobra for the restream, and thanks to Dark Shadows for stepping in last minute for the comms. I didn't want to take you away from your Smash Brothers time, but appreciate it.
Oh, that doesn't start for another half an hour. I'm good still.
Well, fair enough, but yeah, I appreciate that, and thanks all for watching. Thanks to Randomania for hosting this little event. Always a good time.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I'm heading out, but GG's to everybody, and see you all again on Wednesday. I think we're gonna go. I don't know what flag sets we're gonna use yet. Maybe tourney 1. I guess.
Sounds good. GG, everybody.
All right.
GG's to everyone. Thanks for joining me, and thanks for putting on a great race. All right. So that's been